Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pokemon Black version. I love Pokemon Black. It's by far my favorite game. I don't know how this is gonna go, so it could be great, it could be terrible. I just don't know. But let's try it out, why don't we? This is my favorite Pokemon game. But before we kind of like start, I just need everyone to know that just because it's my favorite doesn't mean I know a single thing that I'm doing. I know nothing truly about this game. I've beaten it like twice, but it's one of those games where I only had like the black cartridge. I never picked up white, and I didn't want to delete my original save file. So I just didn't. So like the second playthrough was just on like rented or borrowed copies of it. So I don't remember a ton of it. But I do remember that I love it. And we'll talk about it as we go on, of course. But yeah. I'm going to try to... Oopsies. That's not how you spell my name. I'm going to try to do everything. I'm going to try to collect everything, try to beat everyone, do all the side quests that I can. I don't know what this ROM honestly looks like, because it is a ROM that I'm playing. I'll be upfront with that. I also don't know if we're going to get flagged. We very well may get flagged by Nintendo, because you know how they are. And so this first episode may have music while the rest of them don't. It's hard to tell. But only one way to find out, you know? I think you guys are going to see a lot of my biases. And I'm okay with that. And let me know if you like kind of the layout of this, because I can do the layout a little bit differently. I can do it so that it's just the two screens on top of one another. I could focus it just on one and have the other one be super small, etc., etc. I like that someone just delivered, like the Pokemon were just delivered to us as opposed to anything else. I feel like that's probably how it would actually happen, in a way. I've brought 3 Pokemon, one for you and one for each of your friends. Please settle your choices politely. Enjoy your Pokemon. Professor Juniper. Now, which one are we going to go with? I've been thinking about this. They're all great. So you got Tepig, you got Oshawott, and you got Snivy. I am normally a grass type girly. And part of me was like, do it again. But I think what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna do Tepig. I feel like Tepig gets a little bit of a bad rap because there's so many firefighting types. But I don't know why. Because I think he's got a cool design. And I'll be honest, this is one of the games where I don't particularly love the starters, but I love like all the other Pokemon. Mostly because I don't love Snivy. Snivy's good, but not great. You know? So Bianca and I are going to battle it out. I think I'm gonna win, if I'm being completely honest. I might not, but I like to believe I will. Right away, I notice I have a ton of HP, 21. Normally you start with 20. Doing well. It'd be funny if I said I don't really like Snivy in this game, and then Snivy proceeds to kick my butt. I don't think it will, but it would be funny if it happened. There are certain things I don't know, like, about this ROM, what I'm gonna get. Like, I know you can get Victini relatively early in this game, if you pre-ordered it. I don't know if it's gonna count that, though. And I guess there's only one way to find out. We'll figure it out when we get there, but it'll be interesting to know regardless. I remember just absorbing this game when I was a kid, though. Like, I would play the mess out of this game. My room, my beautiful room. This is why you don't do Pokemon battles indoors, except for in future games when you can do Pokemon battles inside of a Pokemon Center. But I guess there's not as much clutter. Also, I don't think they would have messed up the room this badly. Like, maybe the rug. Sure. But we just did tackle. And I don't think anyone missed. I also like the dual rivals. And also like the idea of friendly rivals. I think friendly rivals are more of a fun concept than like rivals that you hate. Because then like you want to do better than your rival, but you don't necessarily want your rival to do bad. Like, you still want them to do well. Because they're your friends. But maybe not. Maybe I'm the weird one. Oshawtt's going down. Unless he gets like a crit or a miss. Which, I think tackle in this game has 100% accuracy, so it's not that likely that I will miss. Gotta love it, level 6. Ah, so that's a Pokemon battle. Sharon, you know what a Pokemon battle is. You're the smart one of the group. Wait, why are you guys gonna go apologize? Why don't we just clean up the room? It's a Wii console. It's not even scratched. Wait, can I go on my computer? You can. Okay. All right, let's set some settings, because I can already feel some things making me angry. Okay. Can't run yet, which is annoying, but that's okay. Yeah, Mom, you would not. My mother would never take care of that. She'd be like, no, you have to go clean that up before you leave. This mother is way too kind. And like, my room growing up was always a trash heap. But even that, I'd be like, I think she would have come up and like asked us what was going on. You know? Like, that must have made... Yeah, see? She could hear the Pokemon cries down here. Like, it had to make a bunch of noise. Also, is this the first time that your mother is a Pokemon or like a former Pokemon trainer? Like I know that your dad's a Pokemon trainer before. But like, has your mother ever been one? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I ever will now. Because that would require me to look up stuff. So pretty. I love the little lens flare. Thank you, J.J. Abrams, for inventing the lens flare. Unova Town. I don't think I realized that's what this was called. Yeah, of course. I think traveling with a Pokemon is a bit like traveling with like a loaded gun, in the sense that you are far more dangerous than you need to be in order to just be just traveling the world. But it's less dangerous than a gun because you're not going to get hurt. At least not according to this. I wonder, do you think they'll ever do a Pokemon region based off of Australia? Because like this one's based off of America, but I feel like an Australian Pokemon game would be absolutely brutal. It would be terrifying. Like everyone would just get hurt all the time. Like those Pokemon would be so hyper dangerous. Oh, Bianca, your parents are jerks. See, that's also the other thing. When you go on an adventure, and mind you, you are a child. This world is both like very kind because children can go wherever they want without being hurt, but also you could do some serious damage, you know? Like these kids don't know what they're doing. They have a dangerous living weapon, and anything could happen. And yet we encourage them. I mean, this smart professor literally just gave 3 kids Pokemon. Oh, that's unusual. You've already had a Pokemon battle. Alright, I am going to try to name all of the Pokemon that I get in this game. I think, I don't know if this will fit. Nope, it won't. So this one's just going to be called Bacon. I was going to call it Bacon Night. I guess I could call it Bacon. Baconite. I like that. Baconite. Pokedex. Kids these days, they have no idea what they're getting themselves into. You know, I kind of wish that the Pokedex was real. Like, in real life, can you imagine you go around and every animal that you run into, you could, like, record stuff about it. And like, I guess you kind of could now, but I think that would be fascinating. Though you do have to capture the Pokemon in order to learn stuff about it, so would you need to capture the real life animal in order to learn stuff about it? Baconite is a great name. I'm already loving it. I wasn't sure how I was feeling about it going in, but I'm in love with it now. Yeah, like, this can't be new to Bianca's father. Unless Bianca's father just is out of the loop. Because, like, clearly my mother gave Bianca a map. So, like... yeah, well, like, what's over that? I don't know. I'm not that smart. I don't know if I want to be that smart. You know what I mean? Have I talked to you yet, little girl? Boop. I know it's this way. It's the only way out of town. Okay, that's cute though. Do 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 do. I feel like Professor Juniper is way more knowledgeable and way better of a actual, like, responsible adult than the other professors are. The other professors, like, lose stuff, or they're just like, yeah, just go on out, don't worry about it, or they get attacked themselves out in the field. But Professor Juniper is like, no, I'm gonna give you a good Pokemon, and I'm gonna go show you how you can catch stuff. And I think she gives you the Pokeballs. Like, I don't think any other... yeah, see, she gives you Pokeball. I don't think any other professor does that. And, like, she, like, helps you. Like, she keeps giving you goals. While the other professors just kind of go, hey, you should go do this for me. Bet. I wonder how Bianca... do you think Bianca's mom heals up the Pokemon? Because I know that Bianca's dad won't. Yeah, like, I don't remember anything about where anything is in this game. And that's kind of exciting, if you ask me. Potion! So, I think that is one of the first parallels that you will see. And it's just that someone on the first route gives you potion, just like in Red and Blue. And some of these are just the tropes and themes of the game, but I think Patrat being one of the first Pokemon that you can get in this game, Hidove being one of the first Pokemon you can get in this game, those are both very reminiscent of Rattata and Pidgey. Even in terms of like the naming convention. And I think it just goes back to kind of showing how close it is to the first game. It's almost like an updated version of it without being a remake. I also do this. Face a strong opponent with a great courage. Like, yeah, whatever. But like, when I do realize I'm gonna lose, I'm like, all right, dog, you win. Like, why are we having this fight right now? We will name this after the best dog in the world. Which is my dead dog. Though this dog looks nothing like my dead dog. Though it's a different name. Like, it's like this is a female. I'm not gonna worry about that. Holden won't mind. And then you're gonna see me switch Pokemon all the time in this game. And I just need you to like be aware of that. I love having the weakest Pokemon at the front of my party. I just do. I think that is just so nice. Let's swap it back out to Baconite, and then we're gonna go heal up both of our Pokemon back at Mom's. Hopefully. We may just die. You never know. But I don't think so. But Lillipup is a great name. I think there's a lot of iconic Pokemon in this game. This game has some of my favorite Pokemon to different points. One of my favorite Pokemon, Archeops, is in this game. Archeops will make the team when we get to the point that we can get them. I just think overall, it's a great little game. Okay. I was slightly worried about getting through there. I'm like, I don't actually know how we're gonna do if we have to fight one more person. You're still cleaning, Mom? I'm sorry, I didn't know the room was that bad. Also, do you guys ever wonder where your parents sleep in these games? They don't have a bedroom. Like, it's just my bedroom is the entire second story. The living room / kitchen is the entire first story. Where are they sleeping? I think about that a lot. Not that I should. It's a silly thing to think about. There's Sharon. No, wait, is that Sharon? Yeah, it is. We're gonna do just a little bit of searching. Lillipup is interesting to me because the first move that it learns is Leer and not Tackle. And it just seems so backwards to me. Like, maybe it's not actually backwards. Not Pokemon. I want a bag. Aww. But yeah. Using food stored in cheek pouches, they can keep watch for days. They use their tails to communicate with others. Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be named. I'm going to call this Stevie. Mostly because I don't know how to spell Buscemi. So instead, it's going to be Steve E. Like Stevie Nicks. And then you always throw it to the front. Nothing's ever going to change that. Listen, I have 3 Pokemon right now. I just want to make sure that I have more Pokemon than them. I don't know how many Pokemon you can have at this point. I assume there's a Pidove. I don't even know how you would say it. 1 second. I want to battle 1 more Pokemon before we go back home. And there might not be a Pidove in this first area. Like I said, I don't truly remember anything. Which probably does not come as a surprise to anyone who actually knows me. Because I don't know a lot of things. I am very excited to be playing this game, though. This is something that I've had in the back of my mind for a very long time. And I just think it's going to be a ton of fun. And it's going to be a very long playthrough, but that's okay. Like, I'm looking forward to that. Already strong as heck. Got that Ember going on. Stevie got 26. It was a good battle. That's all I'm saying. And let me know, please, if the sound levels are okay, if you would like to see anything different, if there's anything specific that you want to see, if there are any specific Pokemon that you would like me to have on my team at some point, anything like that, just let me know, and I will do my absolute darndest to make it happen. Because I am doing this for myself, first and foremost, this is true. But if people are going to watch this, we should at least try to make it a little entertaining for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Now, Stevie is going to mess up this level 2 Lillipup. Tackle. And at the beginning of the game, as you noticed, I'm going to go back and forth between here and Mom's house all the time. I do that. Like, I have no shame in just walking back to the Pokemon Center to heal up. Like, that's not a weakness. That is one of my biggest strengths. A strong team is a healthy team. Ask me how I know. It's because I'm not healthy, and I'm not strong because of it. Stevie's already level 4. And then this is kind of how I do it. So what I do, I have them sorted by level, and then when they're all the same level, I do it by HP. I've always done that. I've done that since I was a child. I'm sure for like my very first like playthrough of, you know, Red and Blue, that I had one way overpowered starter, but by and large, I have always put the weakest in my eyes when I was a kid. The weakest is lowest level, but also lowest HP. I know that's not technically true, but it's always what I've done. I've had to try kind of change that up in modern Pokemon games, if I'm being honest, just because they give you experience share right off the bat. Oh, psh, you only got 2? Bring it on. Accumula. Accumula? That's probably how you say it. Accumula. The Extraceiver is ringing. Oh, it's a 4-way call. Do 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 do. I mean, the Pokemon Center is the most important place for any trainer to know. Especially in this game because it also is the Pokemart. I think this is the first game where they do that. Wait, how'd you get inside, Bianca? Professor Juniper was waiting for you at the door. Did she just let you in? Do 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 boo boo do do do. It is a cool idea for, like, I think that was the smartest decision Pokemon ever made, is like just being able to send it automatically to the computer. Do 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 do. Striaton City. Go and meet an inventor named Fennel. I do dig the music in this game too. Yeah, I'm gonna buy so many. I see Pokeballs. Perfect. And a Premier Ball, just for the swag, you know? What do you even have here? You got some mail. I don't think I'm going to be trading with anyone, so it's probably not going to be anything that I worry about. And because of that, I'm probably never going to interact with the top of the Pokemon Center. I just know that. I also really like how quickly they introduce you to, like, the villains of the game. Hey Sharon, what's up? Can you imagine if my name was Getsus? Like, that would be wild. Huh? What? Like, some of these Pokemon people have normal names. I am not one of them. If my name was Getsus. I like that he's like, Pokemon need to be liberated. And then at the same time is like, psych, I have my own Pokemon. Also, N is such a weirdo. Which is fine. He's allowed to be. But maybe if he, just let people get to know him more, people might, you know, enjoy being around him more. I think they're happy. You only got one Pokemon there? Oh, we got Purloin. A level 7 Purloin, which is slightly terrifying. Oh, never mind. It's Purloin. I always forget that Purloin kinda sorta sucks. Like, you got a crit there, and I'm still not dead. Like, come on, my man. I'll swap this out. Purloin I'm gonna have on my team at some, you know, just because I'll need it to fill out the team. But she will be somebody that I remove quite early because it's just not that good. Which is a shame, but not every Pokemon can be good. Does that make sense? Like, you gotta have some duds in order to have some strong Mons. Holden, level 5 now, because Holden's the best. You got Odor Sleuth, which I will never ever use. You got 2 levels out of that fight. I'm excited about that. Do you guys want me to read the text out loud? I don't know. Let me know if you do. And that is where I will go as well. Oh, sorry. I just heard a noise and I was like, what is this sound? And it is literally just my phone. My work phone, mind you. And it caught me off guard because I don't normally have my work phone home, but I took the day off because my back has been bothering me. Though I will say, last night I was laying in bed, up way too late, watching funny videos on Instagram, and there was these people doing the tortilla challenge, which is just where you slap each other with tortillas until somebody laughs and spits out water all over their clothes. And I laughed. I laughed so hard and so suddenly that I heard, not felt, I heard a pop in my back, and I was able to like sleep like so nice after that. And then Emily today gave me some muscle relaxers. Just one. Hopefully it'll be the only one that I actually use. But I think that is also helping me out a little bit. I can still feel the soreness, but like it doesn't, I don't know, it just relaxes the muscles. I've been checking every single trash can since Red and Blue because they kind of force you to do that in Red and Blue. For Lieutenant Surge Gym, and now it's just a part of who I am at my core. Oh, sorry. You're right. Oh, I didn't realize you had pickup. Let's see what he picked up for me. Take. I got an antidote. So now Holden will just bring me items from time to time. Which, cool. I'll accept that. I find that this game plays a lot more smoothly than Pokemon Silver or Soul Silver does on my computer. I don't know why, but it does. Though in the computer, well, in Soul Silver's defense, I should say, I was trying to play that when I was doing like 20 other things. So it could just be that my computer is not made to do 20 things and then also emulate a video game, you know? Just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Is anybody gonna give me like an item? Hook me up, dog. You know you want to. Do. Scree. See, somebody gave me an item. I'll always take a Pokeball. Always. Get rocked. I'm the best. Because I beat this little girl in rock, paper, scissors without meaning to. I just kind of skipped all the way through while we were talking. Oh yeah, I'm going to explore every nook and cranny. I hope you guys are okay with that. This is going to be a very long series because of that. I'm going to stumble my way through this game again, and I'm going to love it. This is Emily. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, it sounds good. I know you guys probably can't hear it that well. Got the piano, got the drums. And maybe it was always there. I like to believe it wasn't. But anyways, yeah, that is my girlfriend to a T. Like, hey, tell me what song I should play. And then I say, sweet, play this song. And they're like, okay. And then they play it perfectly. And then they go, I've never played that song before. To which I say, good gosh. Another phone call. Oh, hey, Mom. Oh, she caught up to me. Yes, running shoes are the best. I kind of hate how slow you go in the beginning of games now. Enjoy your trip. This is more than a trip, Mother. This is a quest for world domination. Now, I don't have strength, so I can't do jack about that. I hope I get a new Pokemon. I'm always looking for new Pokemon. Not this time, unfortunately. Do we think we have what it takes to absolutely wreck them? Ooh, it's going to be a tough one. If he's going to be using Leer like that, we may get into a little bit of trouble. I was kind of hoping he would use Leer again. And as long as he doesn't go first, I'll be fine. What'd I tell you? My first random battle with a nobody. I've had other battles, clearly, but those were with somebody, you know? This is youngster Jimmy with this Pat Rat, with his swole Pat Rat. My gosh, that's a high level. 7 seems like such a high level. Like, I know I have a level 7 Pokemon on my team, but it seems so high when it's the other person, you know? But I think we're just gonna go right there. And hope for the best. I do love Baconite. And Baconite's gonna hit like a brick, which is nice. You know Bite? Pat Rat. I didn't know you learned Bite that soon. That's good to know. Stevie, level 5. Maybe I'm still thinking it'll get to level 6 though. No, okay, not. Just barely though. Okay, and then I think with that, here, let me just give myself a little bit of room. We're gonna save the game and end there. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the very first episode of Pokemon Black. There will probably be hundreds more of them, because I know how slow I play this game. But until the next time I see you all, please stay safe, stay healthy, and I love you.